Alright, let's just get some people. Let's get some people. Sorry about the noise upstairs. What you doing? I ended it because I, showed the. Yeah, I deleted it. Don't worry. I ain't getting terminated. I know. I also didn't mean to. I also deleted it because of that. Do you just want me to start right now and or do you want to wait for other people? Just like start right now on what I was gonna do? Okay, so. No! No! Okay, I'll just start right now. Wait, are you still there? Because it says that you weren't there. It says there's 0 people. Taco Bell was good, yeah. So what my hunting setup for all kinds of hunting. So in here we have our hunting closet full of hunting stuff. So where should I set this? Yeah, so the tripod I had for my that I used to have broke, and so I'm on the computer because I can only live stream on the computer because I don't have 50 subscribers, and on the phone you have to have 50 subscribers. So I'm on my computer, but there's not that big of a difference. So I'm in a hunting closet, and so the main thing we'll go duck hunting, turkey hunting, deer hunting, and then I'm gonna go over a little bit of fishing stuff. So but not too much. You want to have a blind bag, and this is here. I'll go it down. This is one that my dad got from like a raffle. I don't have much in it because it's not. Well, it is duck season, but we haven't gone this season for ducks, and I don't think we will. Are you still there? Or is there still 0 people? Just type it in chat. Because it says there's 0 people for me. I'll just wait for other people. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Okay. We got one. Alright, who is this? You can type in the chat. Anyways. So today we are going over duck hunting, deer hunting, turkey hunting stuff. And why'd you say no? Bro, what? Yeah, lava chicken's pretty good. Well, cringe. Well, I was gonna go over hunting stuff, but I might just wait till more people come. But how you guys been? She admitted. He admitted. Whoever they admitted that it's cringe. Yeah, it's pretty cringe. I remember when that movie first came out. I was in theaters and everything. For some weird reason, I think there's 2 people in, but for me, it only says there's 1 person in. I don't know why. Whoa! Okay, we have 2 people. Well, 10. I'm gonna answer this. I do not know who that was. They didn't even answer, so they didn't answer what I was saying. Anyways, so we're gonna wait till we have a few more people because we only have like 2 people. No, it was not my sister. That called is what you mean? It was? I thought it was. Bro, respawn. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Hello? Bro, it literally just. Whoa. Who said that in chat? I know. Pal. Why'd you say that? I'm gonna post this, you know? Okay, there's 3 people. Who's the third person? Who's the third person? Who's that? Is that your friend? Oh, by the way, I just removed your message. What? That's your nickname? Wait, who's the third person in here? Oh. Should I start doing what I was gonna do? Finish doing? Bro, so many people just left. We're at a peak high of 3. Bro, who's still here? Is nobody here? Come on. We have to wait till there's at least like 3 people. Well, literally though. Who's here? Is somebody still here? Type it in chat if you're here. I think like they just left. I'll wait for more people. Did we get more people? Who's here? Type if you're here in chat. I want to know who my viewers are. If there's even people here, or if it's just me being fooled. Hey, what's up? So, we're gonna. You want me to start? Or do you want to wait for more people? You don't. Do you even care? No, because I think he left. Because I think yeah. Yo, I think I know who that is. What? Do you care if I start or no? Because it says somebody's here still, but I don't know who. Do you care if we start or no? Let's go. Let's go. You want to start? What do you mean by let's go? Do you want to start right now or no? Oh, and yes, Buzz Ducks was here. You can even look up in chat and see him. I thought you said... What? Okay, okay. I'm going to start, okay? Is that okay with you? Is that okay if we start right now, or you want to wait till there's more people? I'm just going to start. So, we're going to go duck hunting, turkey hunting, and deer hunting for all the things that I packed. That I pack, not that I did pack. So, yeah, he might have died. I got shot by a duck hunter or something. So this is why? Is it a glitch or something, or do you know why? I don't know why it's doing that. Why'd you say you? Why is it? I don't understand why it says there's 4 people here. Everybody type in chat that's here, because I think there's only 3 people here. Maybe it is including me. Anyways, I'm gonna start. So for duck hunting, this is just a blind bag that my dad got at an auction that I use for duck hunting. And then it has a shell holder right here, so you can put all your shells. Then I have binoculars. I know, for duck hunting, you kind of be like, well, why? It's just so, appropriate things in chat, please. It's just so that, if there's, birds far away, you can tell what they are or see what they're doing. And that definitely helps, with duck hunting. And it's not the most common item that you would see, but this is not wearing up close. But it's not the most common items you'd see, but it is definitely helpful. So I have that, and then so for turkey hunting and deer hunting, you definitely want binoculars. Probably a little bit nicer binoculars. I definitely want to have some slow pool. What? Slowpoke. I don't know what that means. So then I normally put hand warmers definitely help, especially for duck hunting. And some people might not agree for duck hunting. But you definitely want those for all types of hunting, especially when it's colder. And I have a few packets of these. Empty shotgun shell. I only found a lot of these in there. This is definitely helpful if you shoot a lot of birds. This is a bird holder so that you it's kind of gruesome, but you can put their neck in there and it holds them, then it'll actually lock up like that. And then put it over your shoulder. And that's if you get a lot of birds. If you're only getting a few birds, which most of the time is us unless we go to North Dakota, normally shoot a little bit more. Or a teal since they're a little smaller. I put this on your belt right there, then put them in there. Basically like that one, except a lot smaller. And that's all I have in the main stuff. And then I'll add shotgun shell boxes in here. Or put them in bags, so that, like bags that don't have holes in them, so that they don't. And then I clip this onto my waders like this. But then, is there anybody in here? Because it only says there's one person. I'm not sure if that's counting me. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody in here. That's sad. Type in chat if you're in this. Okay, there's nobody here. Hey, we got one. So, yeah, this is all I have in the main stuff. And then these hand warmers. There's a little pocket in here. I put these hand warmers in here. And then in here is where I have bags for what? Why do you keep saying that? In here I have bags just so they don't have any holes in them, just so if something, like if I don't want something to get wet, my phone, something like that, I put it in there. So that's just a little pouch right there that I have those in. There's a bunch of little pockets. I add snacks and water bottles in. Yeah, we need buzz ducks again. But, that's most of the stuff that I have for my duck hunting stuff. Obviously, you want your shotgun. I don't think I'm going to show that. But you need your shotgun. I have a 20 gauge, so that works out pretty good most times. So make sure you got your tags and everything's legal. And I have this. I have a lot of hand warmers. That's more of the, like, stuff to hold your gear. Stuff that I'd wear would be gloves like these. I wear smaller pairs like these, and then there's a little bin in there. These are decoy gloves. These are definitely. This is not the other pair. Where's the other pair? I'm not sure if it's in there. Anyways, these are decoy gloves, or waterproof gloves work good too, but these, like, water will not get in these. So when you're throwing out your decoys or whatever, these are definitely going to help with throwing those out and, you know, doing stuff in the water, picking up stuff out of the water. Those definitely help, especially just like normal waterproof gloves. Hey, Buzz Ducks is back. So normally waterproof gloves like this have like their outer layer, and then the inner layer is really insulated and nice and warm. So this is nice and warm for your hands. And normally shooting hands, I wouldn't wear white, but I'd wear really thin gloves like this, where they're just like, you know, but my hand can stay warm. Most times I just do my bare hand, put it in my pocket in my waders with a hand warmer, and that'll normally help. Thick socks. You definitely want thick socks. Just toe warmers too. We might have some up here. Yeah, we literally have like a whole box full of just like stuff full of hand warmers. This is what I'm looking for. Is toe warmers. Hot hands toe warmers. They go on the edge of your toe like it shows there, and are nice and warm. So that's what I like to do. And double up a pair of thick socks if it's real cold. Gosh, dropping everything. Make sure your guns are clean before you shoot them. Most time you miss. What does that mean? Make sure your guns are clean before you use them, just so they are they'd be working well and cycling well. So that's the main stuff. Obviously, camo. Camo. And then gun straps are actually nice because you put it on your shoulder. So that's always nice to have on a gun. But you want camo. So you want your waders not to be really bright colors that are obvious that the ducks will see. Scent doesn't really matter to the ducks. You want to wear warm, like, doesn't really matter what type of pants, but just warm pants. Maybe there's like stuff called long underwear or whatever that you can put on, and it's like really nice underlayer that definitely helps with the warmth. And so that helps a lot. I'd say for top wear, normally I have like a thicker shirt that's long sleeve, kind of like this, but thicker and warmer. It has like that wool stuff on the inside, so it stays nice and warm. And then like a hoodie like this doesn't, for ducks you don't have to wear orange. Then just normal beanie hat, this one's really nice and warm, but just your normal everyday beanie hat, you can just put on it over your head. And then a nice thick jacket coat. I'm not sure if we had one. Yeah, something like this. Be nice and warm and keep you real nice and warm. Most times when you're duck hunting with the water, you get cold, so you definitely want to stay warm. I think that's the main thing for duck hunting. If you're hunting in a field in the body of water and it's gun season for deer, you might want to wear orange, or just like wear orange even if you're going into the hunting field, just because people can think you're deer, and it's better safe than sorry. You don't have to be wearing this, but something like orange hat that can go over your beanie when you're wearing it or something, just in case. Definitely keep your ears warm. My ears hurt. Definitely keep your hands warm because the gun's gonna be cold if it's a metal gun, and if your ears are cold, it's gonna hurt a lot more when you hear the big bang from the shotgun or whatever you're using. For pheasant and upland hunting, you have to wear orange, and I recommend that you wear safety glasses. Also, you can wear sunglasses. But I recommend for upland hunting that you do that. Upland hunting's a little bit more of wearing your under leggings or long underwear. Anyways, that like warm first layer. And if it's really because since you're walking a lot, you don't really. And if you don't know upland hunting, it's basically everything that doesn't have webbed feet, like everything that's not waterfowl. Everything that doesn't really go in water. So most common is pheasant, quail, grouse, Hungarian partridges. There's a lot of stuff. So that's what I like to use. And for upland hunting, that's the most common stuff. What I like to use is the long underwear on your legs. Normally, I do one thick pair of socks. Sometimes a thin normal socks, and then the thick pair. No toe warmers, and you don't really have to use toe warmers. Those are kind of optional, but that definitely helps. Waders you can get from anywhere. If they have a leak, then that's gonna be bad for you. If you guys have any questions, just put it in the chat or once this is posted, comments, I guess. But I think for that stuff, it's pretty straightforward. I do like to bring just extra survival stuff in case you get lost or something, but most times you won't because you're just hunting bodies of water, but anything's possible. I like to take knives with just worst case scenario, in case things get western or something. But then I just wear a normal shirt like this, not really woolly. And, I either will, if it's pretty warm, I will wear a woolly one like that, like this, but then it's like wool on the inside. And then this over it, and then have like shells in here, and the eye protection's optional. Normally just because you're going to thicker brush, and if you get stuff in your eye, it hurts. But learn from experience. I had safety things with me, put them in my pocket, and then I was like, one of the things went up like, yeah. Don't gotta get into detail. Okay, I have one. What's your least favorite gauge for ducks? For ducks? I mean, are we talking like teal or are we talking like mallards? Because if it's like teal size or like mallard size, because mallard size, least favorite, 410. Teal size, 10 gauge. Too powerful. And then 410 is not powerful enough. It can be done with a 410, I will say that. So yeah, favorite gauge, 12 gauge for mallard-sized ducks, and for teal-sized ducks, like smaller puddle ducks, 20 gauge, just so you're not blowing those birds up. But 12 gauge, yes. 12 gauge, I normally would say I would go for, but 20 gauge you can even kill geese with, okay? But 12 gauge you can have for ducks and smaller ducks. It's okay if you're not gonna like taxidermy them or anything, but if you're just gonna eat them, it's probably okay. And then if for bro, what is this? All the ducks are gonna team up. Well, all of them are gonna be dead when they try to come attack me. But yeah, and then I'd say for we got 3 people. Dang, we just like added 2 more people. I'd say though for oh, never mind. We have 2 people now. Now we have all that. Whoa. Wait, you're a duck? Hold up. You have all the airstrikes? Hold up. Chat, I'm cooked. Chat, I'm cooked. No. Just like ducks start like flying through my basement door. Yeah. But yeah, I'd say for those it's pretty good. For geese, 12 gauge, but 20 gauge can still get it done. Definitely. But yeah, 10 gauge is the only thing you'd want to use for geese, just so you know. I think that's pretty good for covering the birds part of it. So yeah, if Buzz Geese joins, we might he rewatches what we were talking about the geese. Those things are mean. Anyways, I would say we start talking about turkey. Turkey, you're not gonna need waders, considered an upland bird, kind of. It doesn't have web feet. Anyways, 410. I killed a turkey with a 410, okay? My first turkey was a Jake. I killed it with a 410. I mean, you're like, wait, 410 for turkey? Yeah. Worst turkey gun? Yeah. Crap, I shot that thing out like 5 yards. So, yeah. it was. But for turkey hunting, decoys, might go over those a little bit. Calls, so decoys, calls, who just joined? But yeah, we're just talking about turkey hunting. So what you want for turkey hunting is decoys, calls. You'd probably want like since if you do for upland hunting, maybe spring turkey hunting is most common, so you don't need as much gear, but just normal stuff for upland hunting. The long underwear. Then you want your jeans and make sure all this is like not bright color, just like a darkish camo, grass-ish yeah, you know what I mean. So then you would probably want you don't need to wear orange for turkey hunting. Well, that might be state depending for that. But then you also want, like something like this, but with the wool on the inside, hoodie, and then an extra coat just in case, thicker coat. 20 gauge and up, good for turkey. 10 gauge depends on how far it is, but that might not be the greatest gun. 410, worst turkey gun. It's not the worst. I killed one, but at like 5 yards. I've seen people killing them for like 40 yards with 410. Hey, you do you, man. It's risking it. I'm hunting with a 20 gauge. But I might go over turkey decoys a little later. Turkey hunting is a little bit simpler. Your normal pair of socks, these, hand warmers, thin gloves. You're good to go for fall and for spring turkey hunting. Any more questions? Any question? I don't even care if it's a stupid question. I don't even care. I'll answer it. If not, we'll be moving on to deer hunting. This one might take a little bit. We spent 30 minutes on duck hunting, upland hunting, and turkey hunting. We might spend a little bit longer on deer hunting. Any more questions? If not, I'll be moving on to the deer, and then I probably won't do fishing. That might be for another live stream when I'm out. When I'm next to fishing stuff. I don't feel like going all the way towards the fishing stuff, but I probably will do a separate video about turkeys. Not turkey, like decoys. What you would want to do, how to set them up and stuff. Just probably won't have enough time in this video, but that's a kind of personal question, people are gonna be looking at this, including my parents, so I'm gonna delete that for you. So, appropriate things in chat, please. And I don't know. Just say no. I don't know. Okay. Are we ready to start touching on deer hunting? Or do we have any other questions that don't involve really personal stuff? Mainly questions towards what we've been talking about for 34 minutes. Any questions, chat? Okay. I'm like most men. I'm not really a man, but yeah. I try to yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start. You already start on deer hunting? Yep. Okay. So for deer hunting, you want depending on weather. Yeah. So you want long underwear, normal pair of this. If it's real cold, like get those like overall things that are nice and warm. But if it's not, best turkey gun, 12 gauge. You have more range and everything. Cross best duck gun, 12 gauge. Crossbow for turkey is hard, but that would be another good one. It's just hard. So what we need is so what you need for deer hunting is, like I said, long underwear. This like those overall really warm things. If like got that like cold, like like it's grasping you, nipping at the nose. As my grandpa would say. But you would want to. What I do is, since it hasn't been cold and I just shot my first buck, I just put on jeans. Wash all of the. I repeat, all of your clothes. Like make sure those are scent free. Wash them in scent free stuff. Take a shower in scent free stuff. For scent, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter at all for ducks. For turkeys, like, don't really need it, but if you're smelling, then maybe take a shower. If honestly, take a shower and not like scent remover. Like put all your deer hunting stuff in it. Anyways, jeans that don't smell. Then I do a base layer of that woolly stuff that's like this but has wool on the inside. Then after that I do hoodie. I don't put it on until we walk, so normally I walk a little bit. Then I put on coat. After that, we will, after that, I normally go, after that, I think that's normally good. Bow hunting, you don't need orange, but for, gun hunting, you need orange. So I would wear a hat like this that's orange, or wear this, and put this over. Why do you never see deer? Either there's no deer in your area, you're hunting wrong, which most times is not that, or it's scent. But most times if it's your scent, you don't know it until you hear them like snort or whatever, because that means they smell you, or they saw you, or they heard you. Or you're spooking them on your way in, but you'd probably hear that too. It's probably just because there's no deer in the area. Sometimes there's only deer in the area around late season. Deer can be everywhere during the rut. So just find where those deer are and ask your neighbor to hunt on their property. And I think if you see it, just depends on where you see it, but you should be seeing deer eventually, especially later in the rut, late season rut. Normally see a lot. And then, so after you get that stuff on, like I said, the hat, orange hat above that beanie, like on top of the beanie. Or you don't even have to wear an orange hat, just wear this kind of orange over it, or like an orange coat or whatever, orange vest. I've done that before, wear an orange vest. And then, after that, normally just need good gloves. I normally have my glove on, and then when I see a deer, slowly move my hand into my pocket. I normally have my shooting hand in my pocket. Or don't ask them and get in and out. Are you talking about the neighbors? Yeah. That too. But I normally do that. I normally wear my shooting glove on, but unless if it's like pretty cold, if it's like pretty warm, I normally just like have a thinner glove on this hand and then have this one in my pocket. Move slow when you're deer hunting, very important. Or sometimes I have a thinner glove on this hand and a thicker glove on this hand, because this hand doesn't really need like the movement on as much as this shooting finger does, and flicking the safety off. I think it's actually not as much as you'd think for deer hunting. I thought it would be a little bit more, but you want to go hunting, it's almost guaranteed you see stuff in the afternoon for deer hunting, and so afternoon hunts are always best, but if you have time in the morning, it might not be the worst idea. Duck hunts in the afternoon normally aren't, but in the morning, normally you see some ducks. Turkey hunting in the morning and afternoon, both are good. You see turkey coming down from the roost. Turkey is coming down from the roost in the morning. Turkey's going up in the roost in the evening. So, and for turkeys, even like midday, it's fine. That turkey hunting's pretty much on the easier side and cheaper side. I'd recommend that for beginner hunters, just to kind of get warmed up before going to duck hunting, and then eventually going to deer hunting. I do go squirrel hunting, which is basically the same thing as upland hunting. It's just small game hunting. And then rabbit hunting is basically the same thing. I go with the 177 cal pellet gun. Nice scope, break barrel. But for deer hunting, like I said, that I have hand warmers on me. I have a little fanny pack that goes around here. I have a backpack for turkey hunting that has stuff in it. That's out in the, I'll show that. Yeah, it's just turkey calls and a roll-up turkey decoy. I'll do a separate live stream for turkey decoys and how to place them out, or maybe just a separate video. For back to deer hunting, that's it. You can get like antlers and like rattle them together like deer are fighting. Bleat, grunt, snort. Sometimes that works just to get their attention and for them to come check out what's going on, or to get them moving maybe. I don't know. If one's like bedded down and you're like, yeah, I want to shoot bedded down, it's kind of a risky shot, and you just like do a little snort, and most times they stand up. Any other questions about turkey, duck, deer hunting, any type of hunting, upland hunting, whatever, squirrel hunting? Put that in the chat box if you got any. Any questions about anything? For deer hunting, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to touch on. There's tree stands that you can go in, and there's blinds that you can go in. Blinds you can go in for, well, normally people go in blinds or sit in marshes for duck hunting, and normally people are just kind of moving around a little bit for turkey. Sometimes we're even in tree stands, sometimes we're in ground blinds. For deer, normally they're in tree stands or ground blinds or something. Set up trail cameras for deer, and sometimes you can catch turkeys on those too. We do duck hunt and turkey hunt, and I do squirrel hunt and small game hunting. So we have trail cameras to look at everything. So, I can't hit a squirrel with it. You're not supposed to be hunting squirrels with a slug, just so you know. You hunt squirrels with shotguns. I'd normally do number 6 shot, like small game shot. Same thing with rabbits with shotguns. And I just use a pellet gun, and that even does good enough. I shot a few rabbits, a few squirrels with a pellet gun, and a few cowbirds with that. So cowbirds, because they're a pest, and I was helping with a pellet gun. And it's not illegal because it's pest control. So don't be saying this in the comment. It's pest control. And I have a license. Then I've shot with a pellet gun. I've shot squirrels, like I said, rabbits. I've shot cowbirds for pest control, and I have a license with a 20 gauge and a 410 shotgun. But that was a small game shot, like really like 8 shot. For ducks, you have to shoot. This is just something I want to touch on. Ducks, you need steel shot for if you're hunting around water for ducks and geese. Any type of water that you're hunting around and you're using a shotgun, make sure you use not lead shot but steel shot, because the ducks or animals, if they feed in that water, then the lead gets in the water, it poisons them, they die. Don't want that happening. We want ethical kills, and don't shoot squirrels with a slug. And so, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to touch on. Any other questions, say it in the comments or chat. And Any other questions? If not, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be ending the stream at 46 minutes, so I'll give you guys 30 more seconds for any other questions. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Look for more videos, and go check out my channel, BBR Outdoors 3. With that being said, see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, comment down below. Don't be afraid to ask, and watch out for the next live stream and for the next videos, and be sure to watch those. And just don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.